Hello and a very warm welcome to the channel. So today is first flight in X-Plane 12.3.0 since it became public release, no longer in beta, and another first. I'm just going to fly the Zibo, which I've not flown for some time. So great opportunity just to do a short flight, Ryanair 1523, just a internal Italy flight going from Venice down to Crotone. So I'm going to use airside services, so I'm just going to load the flight plan, and I'm just going to check that the figures are as I've put in SimBrief, so 57 tonnes zero fuel weight, 6.5 tonnes or 6.6 tonnes of fuel. So go and activate that. So I'm using airside services, and things have just started to happen now, like the various facilities and services arriving at the aircraft. Tower hello, it's Ryanair 23 Alpha Bravo, IFR clearance to Crotone.
Ryanair 23 Alpha Bravo, Treviso Tower, cleared to Crotone via the Inbu 5 Alpha departure, runway 7, initial climb to 4,000 feet, departure on 120.405, squawk 2216.
Clear to Crotone via the Inbu 5 Alpha departure runway 7, initial climb to 4,000 feet, departures on 120.405, and the squawk 2216 for Ryanair 23 Alpha Bravo. I was going to say that noise is the airside services cleaning and loading going on at the moment.
Ryanair 23 Alpha Bravo, read back correct.
Thank you, Ryanair 23 Alpha Bravo. So we're on tower, small airfield, so no need to change frequency. So just check the FMC and make sure that we've got the correct departure runway in there. Passengers are boarding. 10% of them on board. Just something for you all to note here, good example. So I always say automation's great, but I always say you've got to know how to use it. Think ahead of it. Look here, we've got a cruise altitude of 190, so that's probably something that I didn't spot that crept in during the planning process. So if we leave that in there, this page, the progress page, when you look at it, it's going to give you an inaccurate fuel there, because it's going to think that you're cruising a lot lower than you are. So today we're going to go up to 370. Okay, now complete. I was going to say it's accurate over there. I just need to resolve this look because it's highlighting something to me there. The top of climb winds at 370. Rightly so. It's highlighting that that value's potty. So where can we get this information? Various places though. I mean, you've got your charts. I've just started to use the NOAA weather plugin, and we can see that the temperatures at flight level 340 and at flight level 386 are the same, minus 52. So I'd say at flight level 370 it's going to be minus 52. You know, what I remember my flight instructor saying to me was just always question your data. Ain't that right?
Exactly that. Always ask is my answer, Daft.
Whoever that was. Right, takeoff speed, so it's going to be 34 degrees TO2, and there's the other data that you can just review. I'll load the cruise winds, but I don't think it's going to make much difference at all. 1 minute, execute. 1 or 2 minutes, yeah, there we go. Ooh, 100 kilos of fuel. Okay, I've just started up the APU, so just get the MCP all ready. So both flight directors on, V2's on there, so just arm VNav, arm LNav. Tower Ryanair 23 Alpha Bravo, request push and start. Push and start approved. Face east for Ryanair 23 Alpha Bravo. Tower, Ryanair 23 Alpha Bravo, request taxi runway 07.
Ryanair 23 Alpha Bravo, runway 7 taxi via Echo Bravo.
Taxi runway 7 via Echo and Bravo, Ryanair 23 Alpha Bravo. Now we do actually have to backtrack on this runway. Hello Tower, Ryanair 23 Alpha Bravo, ready for departure runway 07.
Ryanair 23 Alpha Bravo, runway 07, winds calm, cleared for takeoff.
Let's go. Stable. N1 Toga. Checked. Take the bake.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Checked. Feed up speed. Command A.
Ryanair 23 Alpha Bravo, contact departure on 120.405.
For 120.405 for Ryanair 23 Alpha Bravo. Bye. Departure Ryanair 23 Alpha Bravo, climbing to 4000. Quick update then for you. So we've just been given our arrival instructions. We're going to be expecting the CDC 1 Victor arrival via Mumford, and then we can expect runway 17. So it's going to be an RNAV approach into runway 17. Hello Tower, Ryanair 23 Alpha Bravo. Just turning to establish ourselves for the RNAV runway 17 approach. You see, it wasn't because we'd done our own waypoints and everything like that. So we're going to turn round here.
Ryanair 23 Alpha Bravo, Lamezia Tower, roger, wind 030 at 3, runway 17, cleared for the RNAV approach.
A cleared RNAV approach, runway 17 for Ryanair 23 Alpha Bravo, good evening. Okay, so let's make a right turn and then I will clean up some of those waypoints. So we are in head and select. We'll slow
Ryanair
down
23
now
Alpha
anyway.
Bravo, good afternoon, say intention.
And I'm going to bring the vertical speed so nice and shallow, 400 feet per minute.
2,500.
Get the speed
1,000 to go.
back to the clean speed at this point. See someone's house there, look on, you can even see what they have for dinner. Okay, and we're just going to come all the way round back on the runway centre line, and the waypoint I want to go direct to is not going to be 508 because that's probably going to give us a bypass if we do that. Yeah, see that. So 504, that's 2,000 above. We've got 17 miles yet, so lots of room to play with. We'll establish that here on the vertical deviation scale. QNH is 1013 anyway, so just do that, 1013, and put LNAV back in so that we can just have it drive us to that waypoint, BC 504, and then we can put in VNAV. So we're coming down 2,000 above. Let's now go with VNAV and just check what it's up to. FMC speed 240 knots, no use. Speed up to V. I want to remain slow at this point. So it wants us to do 185 knots or below at 504. So as we get closer to that, we'll come out of speed intervene. Alright? Let's just make sure we've got landing lights on. Not got many lights on the overhead. And evening has crept upon us. Seatbelts are on. Continuous ignition. Do the rest once we get on final. So we make a turn after 7 miles. So VNAV path, yeah. I'm just noting that it's held us just a bit higher than 2000, but it is 2000 or above. So that's fine. Just waiting now for this stuff to happen. Here's a good example. So we are 5 miles to go to that waypoint. You can see it's just reducing the speed down anyway. So I'm going to go back into speed intervene. I don't want it to accelerate there. There's no point. There's no point in just speeding up and slow down.
Ryanair 23 Alpha Bravo, Crotone Airport at your 2 o'clock 9er miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Squawk 7000. Report cancellation of IFR or missed approach this frequency. Take care.
What are they doing? They're the tower. I've just gone back into speed intervene. I don't see a... Okay, common traffic advisory frequency. So yeah, we've just got an advisory frequency. Okay, so these points are starting to move down. Let's go flap 1. Let's dial this down to the missed approach altitude. And flap 5. Still in VNAV path. Watching for stuff to happen now. FMC speed, LNAV and VNAV path. That's absolutely fine. I want to put the danglies down. We are now pretty close. Should be seeing it, shouldn't we? There it is. Flap 10. FMC speed, just enunciated there. And then we're going to go flap 15. It is auto brakes max, as you saw. Flap 40. Short runway. So as we're using auto brake max, I'm going to help that out by just giving a good dollop of reverse thrust, flap 30, and then make sure the speed's good, flap 40. Advisory Ryanair 23 Alpha Bravo, finals runway 17. Let's go, and ultimate throttle is disconnected. What I could have done was put in the missed approach altitude there. We're still in the VNAV path. 3,500 at Fanjo, isn't it? Take over in a moment. Let's just get that speed back under control. Pilot's disconnected. Slight crosswind then from the right.
500. 400. Approaching minimums.
Checked.
300. Minimum.
Cinnamons, continue.
200. 100.
Just looking outside. Not on the PFD.
50.
I'll be a little bit
40,
slow.
30. 20. 10.
Us.
80 knots.
Checked. Manual braking. And let's make a right turn. I might have bounced that, but there we go. Never mind. 1 hour 20. So, terminal, it's just over there. Let's just start to clean her up. I've really enjoyed this flight, so hope you have too. Thank you for viewing, and I'll see you soon on a future video. Take care, and bye-bye.